Someday we'll get paid for this.
Hello, folks. From a woods just outside of the Scrapple Towers, I'm AP Ticker here with... they stopped. See, what was happening there was someone had a chainsaw going, and this is Scrapple News. Well, ladies and gents, I'm a little tired and uninspired this week. So instead of offering up my usual blend of satirical and enlightening news coverage, I'm just going to report the news as summarized by you, the viewers, via Facebook.
Oh my God, no!
Okay, here we go. Football, football, Obama, football, Clinton, Clinton, football, Obama, Clinton, football, football. There you go, Facebook. That's what you sound like right now. I'm just kidding, folks. The truth is, I was glued to the TV this week watching the Democratic National Convention in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Let's make this into a family affair and get it crunk for President Obama for 4 more years.
It was a liberal all-star event featuring speakers such as former President Jimmy Carter, Vice President Joe Biden, First Lady Michelle Obama, and the Prez himself. I'd like to give an extra hearty hell yeah to former President Bill Clinton for his near hour-long tour de force.
You see, we believe that we're all in this together is a far better philosophy than you're on your own.
Not only did Slick Willy muster the gusto to deliver his epic speech, he did so with such clarity and conviction that he made the speakers at the Republican convention seem like a gaggle of sub-literate hacks.
As another president once said, there they go again.
Any politician worth their salt can deliver a speech, but backing up their statements with actual facts and statistics? Whew, you do not hear that every day. Unfortunately, the Dems hit a snag on Thursday when Convention Chairman Antonio Vargas, I love to say his name incorrectly, put a motion to the floor to include language invoking God and asserting Jerusalem as Israel's capital.
Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, the matter requires a 2/3 vote in the affirmative.
After 3 consecutive attempts, he couldn't get a clear response out of his peers.
Let me do that again. All of those delegates in favor say aye. All those delegates opposed say no.
So invoking the "fuck all y'all, I'm gonna do what I want" statute, he simply ignored them and passed it himself.
In the opinion of the chair, 2/3 have voted in the affirmative. The motion is adopted, and the platform has been amended as shown on the screen.
The real irony here is that the motion was proposed in response to criticisms from Republicans in the media.
It's a deeply moving experience to be in Jerusalem, the capital of Israel.
Really, Mr. Vargas, whose name I can't pronounce? Your party has spent the last 3.5 years pandering to your opposition like a bunch of submissive twerps. Unwilling to stand up to the schoolyard bully. Now you're letting them get bullied at your own convention? You had the perfect opportunity to stand up to the far right and tell them you're not going to take their obstinate horse shit anymore. And you just buckle and submit? Shame on you, Mr. Chairman. Shame on you. For God's sake, grow some balls. In other, more hilarious news, 2 local men were arrested this week after a series of knuckle-headed plans and backfiring shenanigans. Christopher Schell was on a flight to Texas to celebrate his 29th birthday when a tipster going by the name of George Michaels called police, claiming that Shell was armed with liquid explosives. The plane was recalled to Philadelphia and Shell was taken into custody. Turns out that George Michaels was actually Kenneth Smith, who had been dating Shell's ex-girlfriend. You see, apparently, Smith called in the hoax to spite Shell for posting a lewd picture of the young lady on Facebook after their breakup. Eventually, Smith was arrested and Shell was allowed to resume his trip to Texas. Unfortunately, Shell had outstanding warrants in Texas for drug and paraphernalia possession. He was arrested again, and both men are now awaiting trial.
It just seems really weird when a boyfriend and an ex-boyfriend have more communication to each other than the girlfriend, because it doesn't mean the guys like each other.
Honestly, I did not make any of that up. Writers for the Dukes of Hazzard couldn't have made that up.
Boys. All right, shut up, you dukes, and get back. This ain't visiting day. Get those two outside and lock the gate.
Hey,
The gate.
I'll admit I got a good chuckle out of all this, but I'm just so damned embarrassed that these two dick shits came from Philly. I mean, as a city, can we please agree to keep our sitcom-style fuck-ups local and out of the nation's gaze? I mean, after all, I don't want people in Texas laughing at my hometown. Texas is supposed to be America's punchline, not us.
Hey, Patrick, what am I now?
Stupid?
No, I'm Texas.
What's the difference?
Don't